Hey, what's up? This is Sean from Your Amazon Pro, and in this video, I want to share with you how we used surveys to optimize our conversion rate on our Amazon listings, and how you can utilize this within 1 hour to upgrade your listings, come up with better hooks, better images, and ultimately a better conversion rate. Let's check it out. Here is the PickFu survey that I utilized to understand what was going on with my listing. This is really like a simple way that you can take your listing and understand very quickly what is confusing to the customers to help you with a better conversion rate. Surveys like PickFu are relatively cheap. It's like less than $100 to run a survey for like 50 people. And there's many different options and ways and you can run the survey. But what I like to do and what I'm focusing on for this specific video is just using an existing Amazon listing, creating a survey, and literally just asking them the question, as you can see right here. Please visit this Amazon listing. What questions do you have after viewing this listing? And literally, this costs you like 60, 70 bucks. And the information that you get from it is extremely valuable. So I did this for one of my listings it's a great product. People love it. And the listing converts well. It's got like 4.6 stars. Like, it's just a great product, but I wanted to know what I could do better. So essentially, like, I got these 50 responses, and it took like less than 30 minutes for all these responses to come in. So this is like immediate actionable stuff that you can do. And so from here, I got so many insights, and they give you like an AI summary or whatever for like the overall thing that they're saying that the survey is telling us. But for me, I saw like, what are the common threads and what are the common questions that people have? And I immediately went and I created a new document where I was able to bust out like a bunch of new hooks that I could use for my A+ content and some new redesigns on my listing images. And some things, like, they're obvious, but I just hadn't thought about it. Like, one big thing was like, it was, non-toxic, will not harm pets and children. Like, for this particular product, this came up a few times in the survey, and I was like, dang, like, I never even thought that people would be worried about it, because this is like it's a kind of like a soil amendment that goes into the ground, that goes into the soil. And people were saying like, oh, I had like my dogs dig up the soil and eat it, and it killed my dog. And I was like, dang, like, that's a big deal. So that was one of the main actionable insights. But I mean, there's so many aspects of it that actually, I had some really good hooks that I came up with from the survey. Okay. And this literally was all within an hour. So like, you can run the survey, come up with the hooks, and change your listings within an hour to become more clear and convert better for your customers. So what I did was I went in and I updated. This was my A+ content for the existing listing that I had. And so I went in, and you see this section right here where it says simple and easy to use. I went through and I actually changed it to all natural, will not harm children or pets. Because one thing is I had this listing, I had this image kind of sectioned out already in my listing images anyways. I just couldn't really come up with like what exactly I wanted to say here. So these surveys helped me get there. So I ended up putting in this all natural, will not harm children or pets. Of course, when used as directed, you got to add that, because you don't want people like giving it to their kids and then suing you for it. So you got to be careful on that side. But, a nice picture of a woman, kids, of course, a lot of lifestyle stuff. I also changed up this, because this is a video on the listing. And I, even though I didn't get it from the survey itself, I did recognize that like I wanted people to know that this was a play button to try to get better conversion on the video itself. So the basic understanding here, we just got to look at this and think, what can we do to understand what the consumer is confused about? And as we're creating listings, it becomes very difficult for us to, like, we get absorbed as we're designing and developing these listings. And there's obvious things that consumers can look at and give us insight on, and we can update the listings to make them convert better, to ultimately put more profit in our profit in our pocket, because cost per clicks are super high. We want to try to convert as good as we can, and it is a factor that we can control to some degree. At least how well our listings look and how well they match what the consumer is looking for is something that we have within our control. So here we go. Run surveys, use something like PickFu. There's another service called Intelivy that you can use, and understand actionable insights. This can all be done within an hour. You can update your images. You can update your copy with actionable things that you can utilize to make people understand your listings better and get a better conversion rate. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.